but it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Wilson. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try to run the option here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Fielded in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On 1st down, Huntley on the slant. This is Chark. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brandon Graham able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Huntley slings this deep from McLaurin, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, 55. Right there. Look, 55.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley, he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Huntley. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
For the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Off the play fake. Huntley. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at the juke. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their mobile quarterback with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead will shrink to 6. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off play action. Huntley. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And taking it. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
15-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Mixon, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Hakeem Butler.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder.
For the field goal.
Maher able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
26.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Rams.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Hakeem Butler. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Buccaneers 33. Rams.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Rams 1st down. today.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being